Yo, what's up? It's your boy Big Baby. Back. I know it's been a minute since I did any videos. Been doing a lot of things. We had a lot of things going on at the church, working a lot of hours. So I'm gonna try to get back to doing my vids. Giving shout outs to all the brothers. Want to give a big shout out to from the Bay, my man, A-Rock. It was so good seeing A-Rock again with those vids. He put out those Bulls joint, gave me a shout out. Big shout out to A-Rock. Shout out to all the Jersey community, all you brothers out there who's doing a Jersey gang. Before I get this video started, I want to just say a few things because these are some jerseys that I dismantled and created myself. So before I get into this, let me give you this breakdown real quick. The breakdown that I want to give you is I'm be honest with you, I'm kind of bored with my jersey collection, and I mean, brothers, a lot of brothers get bored in their collections. And to be honest with you, I will be selling. I told everyone before, I have not had the time to put them up yet, but I'm selling a vast majority of my collection. And the reason why I'm selling the vast majority of my collection, because as I'm getting older, I'm starting to see that I don't necessarily need all the teams in the NBA. Even some of the players that I like, I don't necessarily have to have them. So my collection will be, I'm going to wean my collection down. It may take me a little while. I don't know how long, because I don't know how long it's going to take me to sell these jerseys, and I'm not going to sell them for a huge price. But I'm gonna sell enough so that I can do my creations. I just felt that it was time for me to mature in my jersey collection. And what is it? Sometimes you got to sit back and just reflect on everything that I have. Do these jerseys have any real value to me? As a collector? And I was, like a lot of people were doing, I was picking up on these jerseys because they was at a good price. So when I picked them up, my collection began to just add up so quickly, and I end up with hundreds of jerseys, and hundreds that I'm not even wearing. I wear a majority of my Detroit stuff or Detroit-based stuff because of the roots of the city and the fan base of the city. So that's where I'm going to go. I'm going to go ahead and just stick to my Detroit base. Now, I'm still going to have some players like maybe my Larry Johnsons or Michael Jordans or Julius Eirvins. Those are just givens that that a collector will have. So, like I said, I will be weaning my collection down to Detroit base and my all-time favorites. Okay, let me go ahead and get to this video. Now, most have seen the trailer to this particular jersey. This is another one of my creations that I did. As you see, I took the Kenny Smith. A lot of people are like, man, why take the Kenny Anderson up? The next time you see this jersey, it's gonna say 44 with Colman on the back. The Kenny Anderson up. I'm like, man, because I want Derrick Colman. I want the DC boy there, Colman. DC, Derrick Colman on the back, number 44. I stitched this on myself. One brother, he gave me some flux by saying that the font was off, but that font isn't. That font is not off. Now, he may be talking about the white backing, but the font on the Derrick Colman or the Ness jersey, as far as the lettering is concerned, is called Pro Block. So this is a Pro Block font that is on this particular jersey, and that is correct. Now the cutting and the set and the setting is correct. Okay. Now I'm gonna say this here. One brother, he defended me. He said, man, why y'all nitpicking? They had a little helpful spat, but I had to intervene and say, man, come on, chill out with all that. Is it 100% accurate? No, it's not. It's not 100% accurate. Okay, but it's accurate enough for me. It's my jersey. And this is also Mitchell and Ness too. This is his rookie season. This is Mitchell and Ness too. So this makes it a little, to me, because Mitchell and Ness make great jerseys. Well, this particular year, because this is American-made jersey. So this is a really, really good jersey. So, I'm glad to have this DC here, man. Got my Derrick Colman joint here. My Detroit Connection collection. That's what I'm calling it. My Detroit Connection collection. I'm gonna give you some more detail. Let me give you some more detail on that triple stitch. So I'm a seamster myself, man. I'm a seamster myself. I'm not like Patsy Elmer. Patsy Elmer, she's a straight up pro. Because she can cut these herself, and she cut this twill out herself, so she custom designed her own stuff. So she got big ups on me. If I had that equipment and the time and the patience, that'd be something to get off into. That'd be a good idea to get off into, doing custom jerseys again. But I can get the Pro Twill numbers and the names and stuff. But I get it in a really good time, because there's a shop here in Michigan. And as a matter of fact, it's about 4 miles from where I stay that I get these numbers and stuff. So that's why I say you're gonna see a lot of custom jerseys from me. Okay, so again, this is my Derrick Colman triple stitch. Just to let you know, I stitched on the triple stitch first, and then I sewed it in. Okay, bam. So, smoking hot jersey. Okay, so let me go ahead and get into the next one. Now, my personal opinion, this was the greatest player to ever come out of Detroit. Now, most would say it's Chris Webber. You can argue with that. But the best player that ever came out of the city of Detroit, this fella right here, played for King High School in Detroit, Michigan. Went to play Eastern Michigan University. Was drafted by the Squires to the ABA. And he was traded because of money, or sold to the San Antonio Spurs. This guy is, man, the Iceman was an amazing scorer. My goodness, this guy led the ABA, led in the NBA. This dude was a scoring champion, NBA All-Star. What more can I say about George Eirvin? George Eirvin is one of the best 50 players ever played the game. Well deserved. This is just one of the many George Eirvins that I'm going to make. I may make his All-Star jersey. Matter of fact, I'm making his NBA All-Star jersey. And I may make his ABA All-Star jersey too. So I might just make that one from scratch, or just buy. Honestly, I will buy Mitchell and Ness knockoff and strip it. I just want the jersey. So, because I don't really want to spend a whole lot of money for a Mitchell and Ness jersey and then strip it. I'd rather get a $35, $40 knockoff, as long as the jersey's good, and I'll put my own numbers on it. Okay, so let me go ahead and get to this here. So this here is a double stitch Spurs. This is an authentic Mitchell and Ness. I double stitched this here. It's a double stitch 44. Okay, show you the jock tag. That's an accurate year when he played, 1980, 82, 83. Accurate year when he played. He still was scoring big numbers. Eirvin on the back in an arch. And I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. And I still gotta do some cutting. You see, because I still got that thread right there, so I haven't cleaned it up just yet. Because I just finished this yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to really clean it all up because I'm still seeing, you know, thread. But the cool thing about this jersey that I love about, personal or custom hand stitched jerseys is the imperfection. That what makes it hot. The imperfection. That's what I like, because if you go to these sites and look at the game worn jerseys of the 70s and 80s, mainly 70s and 80s, they're imperfect. And it's so sweet because it was handmade. So that adds the human element to it. Now, when you go to the modern jerseys, everything is made by the computer. So it's precise and it's accurate. I mean, it's just perfect. But what I like about when this, at first I was looking at it like, it looked kind of off. And I started thinking like, wait a minute. When I started to look at the game worns of the 70s and 80s, they were off a little bit, and that would make it so sweet and make it so valuable because it's hand done, it's hand stitched, it's sewing machine, but it's still by man's hand. So I'm very, 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 very much satisfied with my George Gervin. This was converted from Artist Gilmore. I caught a little heat. They said, "Man, why are you gonna tear up an Artist Gilmore?" I said, "Well, because it's George Gervin." It's George Gervin, man. What can you do? Okay, so me in this vid. So there you have it, my brothers. My two Detroit Connection joints here. My George Gervin and my Derrick Colman. And you know what's interesting too? Number 44, for some reason, I guess because of what George Gervin did, but then again, I can't even say George Gervin, because there's another great player that I'm going to make that wore number 44. Let's get to him right now. That's right. That's the next one I'm going to make. I'm gonna make two of those. And that is Ralph Simpson, not Samson, but Simpson. He didn't do much in the NBA, but he was a beast when he played for the ABA. I wasn't born. I wasn't born when he was playing. But you check his stats, he was the man in the ABA, in his first 3-4 seasons playing for the Denver Rockets / Nuggets. So I will be making those two. I'll be making those two the next week or so. And I'm just going to give you my little secret on making those. My secret is this. With those two, I'm stripping these two jerseys. And those two jerseys are on their way. So, and like I said, I would take the Mitchell and Ness knockoff. And as long as the jersey's good, as long as the jersey's is strong enough, I'm good, because I'm making my own creation. So I'm stripping all the jock tags. I'm stripping every tag inside of it and everything. And I'm gonna make it my own. And as I said, I will be making two Ralph Simpson jerseys. Number 44. Number 44, for some reason, and when it comes to basketball, you have some great players that wore number 44. And also, I'm going to pretty much be sticking to making customs. It gives me something to do, and I like doing it. It keeps my mind. It's like a therapy just to sit at the sewing machine and to create something, then to look at it, look at a done product, and it makes you feel good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this vid. So stay tuned to Big Baby Personalized Customs. Big Baby, Personalized Customs, BigBaby's, Personalize Customs. I'm going to try to get back to my Wednesday challenges and my documentaries. So I'll be doing documentaries on George Gervin and Derrick Colman. And I'm also going to do a documentary on Ralph Simpson. There's a lot of players that came out of City Detroit that were awesome. Steve Smith, Kevin Willis, and the list goes on. And I'm going to try to make those jerseys. Your boy Big Baby. I want to say peace and shalom.